We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. It's Mets Baseball on the Show. Next. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
John Birdie is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight. And a great start to the game as he's in with a leadoff triple.
Talk about auspicious beginnings. That's the way to start an inning, folks. Drives it into the gap at right center, and you see when it rolls to the wall, he puts it into another gear and legs out a triple. There are a lot of ways to score from third with no outs.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Man at third, and a very early opportunity for him to drive in a run. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Cano fields it cleanly. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ballgame.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
So stepping in, Corey Dickerson. And the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Brian Anderson. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
0-2 count, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Marisnick is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Marlins 1, the Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. Pablo Lopez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now pitch on the way. Curveball looked at here for strike one. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. A scoop with the bare hand. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Cano waits on the first pitch. The second baseman, Robinson Cano, is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Lifted in the air out to center field. Marte will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Rosario leads off first with 1 away. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
So here's Pete Alonso. 1-0 the count. That evens it up 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. First and second now, 1 man out. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And that's off the left field wall. The relay. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 8 home runs, and he's driven in 24. The 1-0 home.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
1-1, here it is.
Outside, that's the ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Next up from New York, Wilson Ramos, and the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the belt, kicks and deals. Into right field, that's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And he's out on the tag. But 1 run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We move ahead to the top of the second now. The Mets lead this one 2-1. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's 0 for 5. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. Hit hard on the ground to first. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Dominic Smith is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
For the Mets. Now playing first base, number 2.
Now at the plate, Harold Ramirez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Harold
And the pitch.
Ramirez.
And now a pitch on the way.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
1 out, nobody on. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And now a pitch on the way. Miguel Rojas is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside, 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2-2. takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
At the plate now, Jazz Chisholm, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the 0-1.
That's the ball.
Hard on the ground towards short. Rosario's got it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Yoenis Cespedes.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike 1. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And that misses. 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Here's Cespedes with a drive. That's high and deep to left field. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. Second home run early in the year, and the Mets have taken a 3-1 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
The center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Here's Jake Marisnick. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here by Jake Marisnick. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Steven.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. At the plate, Steven Matz. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Base is empty here with nobody out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Dickerson. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario. As he grounds one briskly to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now back, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Pitch on the way. Cano is in Don't You Know, part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. 2 balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
2 out, nobody on. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. He pulls this one into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And how about the recovery here as they get him at second base, so forget about the miscue there as the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We played 2 full. The Mets lead it 4-1. To the plate now, Pablo Lopez.
The pitcher,
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 9-1-2 due up. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Stepping in now, John Birdie. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. And it's 1-2. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Hit to third. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Starling Marte.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Starling Marte. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder. Three and 0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
At the plate, Corey Dickerson, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. Dickerson, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was an 8th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Hit softly down the line at first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Jeff McNeil.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
The 1-0 home. Grounded softly to the right. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Batting for the first baseman, Dominic Smith.
Now in the box, Dominic Smith. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Oh, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2 to Dominic Smith.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. One out, nobody on. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch. That one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. From the belt, the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Soft grounder left side. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
Dan, after this infield hit right here, this guy has to be so frustrated. He's been having a rough outing, and he's not discriminating the way he gives them up.
No, he isn't. You know what he's going to do after this one? He's going to go to the movies and watch the movie about himself, the Rocky Horror Pitching Show, because this has been a nightmare.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Again, a 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate, so maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
2 out, bases loaded. And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. Here's the 3-0. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead, he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
So our situation has the bases loaded, 2 men out, and the pitcher steps in next. It'll be Steven Matz. Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Ryan Stanek is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Ryan Stanek.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. 1 run is scored. And the run will score all the way from first. It's an 8-1 ball game.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Standing in now, Ahmed Rosario. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left, and that's going to land foul. 4 runs here in this half inning. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Marte on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Mets 8 and the Marlins 1. Striding into the box, Brian Anderson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Anderson is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. And he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
In now, Francisco Cervelli. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Called strike on the change. 2-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Full count still. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down.
The batter, the right fielder, Harold Ramirez.
Now at the plate, Harold Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Ball 2 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
3-0.
One run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he gets the call there. 3-1. And a full count now. 3-2. Liner toward right center, and that gets down as he can't get there in time. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer, and back to first safely he goes as a run will score on the play as well.
The first baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that misses. 1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-1 home. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Now batting, Robinson Cano. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in its last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage, thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
Cano waiting on the 0-1. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
One ball. He's straight.
The 1-2.
Ball two. 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He's set. Here it comes.
Oh. 1 ball. No strike.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball. Ball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. The 2-1. Popped him up. And there's out number 2.
The batter, the first baseman, Dominic.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. First delivery to him on the way. The 0-1 on its way. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Fouled off. Two out, nobody on. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. He said they're having a really hard time squaring up off-speed pitches right now, which is making it easy on the opposing pitching to keep them off balance. Until they prove they can hit anything other than fastballs, he thinks they're going to keep getting a steady diet of pitches with movement and deception.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Marlins.
Standing in, Jazz Chisholm. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now a ball hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, the pitcher, Ryan Stanton.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Isan Diaz will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 1, Isan Diaz.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. And he fouls this one off. Diaz is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. This is his second year as a major leaguer. The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball 1.
1-2.
The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
John Birdie stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
And the pitch on 2-1.
That's ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
On the ground for Cano. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Runners on the corners now with one man gone, and that'll bring up Starling Marte. From the stretch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
One ball, one strike.
Back up the middle. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Josh Smith gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Josh Smith.
Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2-0 now. The pitch.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Two pitches fouled away. The pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And that misses. Ball four now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping in, Wilson Ramos, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Set and the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. A runner at first with no outs here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marte's after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The left fielder, number 52.
So a runner on first with one out now. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. From the belt, the pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Runners on first with one down. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. A ball and a strike.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
From the belt, kicks and deals. A runner on first with 2 away. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. Hit high and deep to right center. Right fielder is on the run, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
There's one of the disadvantages right there to the ground rule double rule. With the runner on first, more than likely if the ball stays in the ballpark, he's going to easily be able to score. But once it bounces over the fence, it's only third base for that base runner.
So now to the plate, Steven Matz. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Popped him up. Anderson is there. And that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 5 innings complete. The Mets are out on top, 8-2. Justin takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Top half of the 6th about to get started. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Corey Dickerson.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Wilson has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. 1-0 pitch on the way. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
At the plate, Brian Anderson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnick is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Standing in, Francisco Cervelli. No hits to this point. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope. Ball one. 1-0.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Right down the chute that time. 1-2.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Still 8-2. Of the 6th inning now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
The shortstop, Ahmed.
And now a pitch on the way. Ball 1. Count now a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Here's the 1-1 now to Cano. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. No one out with a runner at second. 3-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 3-1. And Cano's able to lay off that time. He'll reach on the base on balls.
Now batter, number 6.
In now, Jeff McNeil. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
That misses. 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now at the plate, Dominic Smith. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
From the stretch. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Fouled away. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Another try at 2-2. Fouled off. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. One there. And the tag gets him. But a run is in to score away from the play.
The right fielder.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Stepping up now, Michael Conforto, runner in scoring position with two gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No, that's the ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Two outs here with a runner at third. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
He's gotten a favorable call or two at the plate in this at bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result of feeling like the umpires got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
Here now the 2-2. Men on third with 2 down. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And the payoff pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. Home run number 9 on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now batting, catcher
Sterling Sharp gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
number 56, Sterling Sharp.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 3 runs already home here. And it's fouled away. Here it comes on 0-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The next 0-2. A ball hit hard to the left side, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, but it was a big one, the home run. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 11 and the Marlins 2. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Harold Ramirez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 1-2 freezes him on the inside, strike 3.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
To the plate now, Miguel Rojas, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. That's popped up. Cano has a play. 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jazz Chisholm.
Up next from Miami, Jazz Chisholm. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Line drive to center field. Marisnik will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Miami down in order. That won't help much. It's 11-2. ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
And this one runs up high, ball one. Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. There's Jake Marisnick. He'll get his shot next. And that misses, ball four. It's a leadoff walk to start the home seventh.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Digging in once again, Jake Marisnick. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. 1-1. Pops this one up. Birdie is there, and there's one away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Justin Wilson.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Justin Wilson. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He's set, and the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Stepping in now, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 4th home run here in the early going as the blowout continues. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast